welcome all of you. My heart sings. I'm really, really happy. I know that our circle is sacred, so I'm absolutely delighted and really, truly grateful that we can have this today. We choose very carefully the title and the theme of this event with Enolia, and we call it the art of healing because we know that healing happens in many forms. And what I would love to invite all of you really just share from your heart, share from your experience, your healing journey, because our intention is really to spread the word, to put it out in the world, and for people to see that we all have our journey, and maybe they recognize themselves, and maybe if we have only one soul out there, that it's already worth it. So I really would love to invite you just to speak from your heart, share, and we are in it together. We walk this journey together. We live in a beautiful, beautiful time because it's something what never happened on Earth before, really. The energies are high. It was a full moon. I believe most of you can feel it. Okay? It's great. If you feel angry, if you feel anxious, if you feel grateful or happy, welcome every kind of emotion. Okay? Just be grateful for what it is. And let's just be in the present moment.
Yes, welcome everybody. We are excited to have you here. This is the International Women's Platform for Healing. Healing through the art of finances, healing through the arts of our modalities, healing. And healing takes on many, many different forms, many different ways, and we're excited to be here. Thank you, Krisztina Konya, my partner, and for leading us and opening with us. And I will turn it back over to you.
Thank you very much, Enolia. Before I'm coming to the first speaker, and I would love to introduce the first speaker, who is none other than Dr. Enolia Foti. I would love to say that I absolutely enjoy it. I'm very, very grateful that I can organize this event with this beautiful woman. I learned a lot from her. She's not only my mentor, she's my friend. So I'm really excited, and I'm very, very grateful, and that I have the honor to introduce our beautiful and one and only Dr. Enolia Foti. She's an international keynote speaker. She's an author, a global influencer, and multi-award winning life and business coach. Passionately advocates for youth. As an international peace ambassador for the United Nations and human rights ambassador at World Assembly for Peace, her global influence is evident. As CEO of Enolia LLC US, Global Director for Vision Africa Development in Zambia, and co-founder of Easy Step Group Management Consulting in the United Kingdom, she plays pivotal roles in diverse organizations. Enolia, founder and CEO of Expressions of Humanity Foundation USA, focuses on emergency humanitarian aid, global activism, and life skill training for underserved communities. As a wellness professional in energy medicine, currently based in Africa, Dr. Enolia Foti blends corporate expertise with a profound knowledge of indigenous tradition. She shares ancient wisdom from indigenous elders worldwide as an inspiring orator, empowering others to achieve their goals. Honored as a grandmother elder by the Ojibwe tribe nation, Enolia symbolizes dedication to teaching, counseling, and healing based on profound lessons from revered elders. So I would love to invite and to share the stage. The stage is yours, Dr. Enolia Foti. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Krisztina. I'm so grateful. And I want to take this opportunity to truly welcome all of our speakers. Why healing? Healing takes on so many different dimensions. And we are taking this opportunity to dissect some of those dimensions. When we say healing, most people think about healing the physical body. But it's not just about healing the physical body. The body is a portion of what we need to heal. There's the mental body, And then there's also the spiritual body. When we look at the planes of healing on the physical body, our physical being, the care that we take, we can look towards nutrition. We can look towards exercise. We can look towards so many different things that bring our organs and our being into balance. These are necessary discussions because these discussions sustain life. When we look at the mental body, how we think, what we do, how we speak, all of these things portray our outlook on life and how we choose to navigate through life. This is important also because a strained mind and a mind that is not able to see the beauty in things, a mind that is not able to see the beauty of the circumstance, the lesson learned, to navigate through life, to navigate the confrontations, is one that sinks lower and lower and lower into a rabbit hole and sometimes is not able to get out. That is a life that sees the glass always empty or half empty, the negative parts of life. And there is so much to life to be thankful for, to be grateful for. The number one thing in the mental body to be grateful for is knowledge. Knowledge is powerful. Knowledge allows us to understand, to comprehend, to see the outlook of a circumstance. Another part of that emotional body is communication, because communication represents how we speak, what we say, how we articulate, and also how we learn. All of these pieces are important. And then there's the spiritual body. The spiritual body is what completes the whole. The spiritual body, and understanding that the physical body is the container. The mental body is what navigates this human existence. But the spiritual body is the completeness. It is the energy that expands. It is the connectedness to spirit. It is the peace that calms the anger or the mischief in the body. It is the peace that calms the mind. It is everything. It is nothing. It is all. It is the I am presence. It is what we strive for in everything that we do. So when we talk about healing, we talk about healing journeys that take us so many different places. And it brings me such great honor because you are about to hear from our beautiful speakers who are going to take you on a journey, and they're going to share their knowledge. And it is going to touch you in such a way that it can heal your physical, your mental, or your spiritual body. With the energy, with the storytelling, with the visual, with the sharing, with the compassion, and with the love from their heart. It is my hope that you are inspired, and that if you see something, please seek that individual out, have the conversation, and know that what was stated just for you. So with that said, it brings me great pleasure to open up the healer's journey for the International Speakers event right here and right now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Enolia. That was a very uplifting and inspiring and really beautiful speech. Thank you so much for introducing the art of healing. I completely agree with you that when we talk about healing, usually people talk about healing only the physical body. You said that right. But we have many layers. And healing all of them takes courage. Thank you for sharing that. I believe that what you said, that storytelling is healing, sharing is healing. And that's what we're going to do today. I would love to invite and I would love to introduce our next speaker, our beautiful, beautiful Akleema Ali. Akleema is the proud owner of the Reiki Lighthouse in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. She creates a sacred space and sanctuary for those wanting to get more grounded in life, take charge of their emotional healing, to gain clarity, and welcome more peace and calm in their lives. Akleema has written about her journey with Reiki, her story of completing a 1,000-day gratitude practice, the art of stillness, and the importance of the digital community to the Reiki world in the Reiki News magazine and the Universal Life magazine, a magazine for Reiki practitioners. Akleema has also published with the Energy Healing magazine an article describing the energetic signatures of grief and loss, gateways to happiness, and the practice of meditation. Her latest article in the Pillar of Light, Lifestyle and Business Magazine 2023, highlights the use of Reiki drumming to facilitate ancestral healing. What Akleema didn't share is that she is also an awardee. She is an amazing, amazing Reiki practitioner, and she's been published in many, many other magazines, and she had also awards. So with this, I would love to welcome Akleema. The title of her presentation is The Healing Palette, Unveiling Your Innate Power as a Healer. The stage is yours, Akleema.
Thank you so much for that kind and beautiful introduction. So I'm now going to pull up my presentation. And this is my beautiful topic for today, the healing palette, unveiling your inner power as a healer. Now, I want to introduce you to a unique perspective that I have, which is everyone has the innate ability to heal. We are all blessed with all the resources we need along life's journey. And I want to emphasize that the reason why I chose healing palette is because I want us to look at our life journey. And just like an artist has different colors, our healing palette contains all of the simple things in life that bring us joy, that bring us harmony, that bring us balance, that bring us peace. So when I thought of the word healing palette, this is automatically what came to my mind. I invite you to look at your life journey, all of the activities you would have probably done in the past or currently are exploring that bring healing to you. So these are some of the examples of things that I would have done as examples so that you would be able to reflect on your life and pull out similar examples of what brings you healing. So for example, where do you use your voice and where is music very healing to you? Do you sing, speak, empower, teach, inspire, mentor others? How can we utilize body and movement to bring healing to ourselves? Do we participate in dance, yoga, Pilates, Tai Chi, different forms of meditation, and even energy medicine? Hands are very important to me. Baking, artistry, gardening, pottery, and of course, feet are quite symbolic because when we look exactly where our feet are at any point in time, it brings us back to the now. Walking, marching, and even dancing. And of course, we have all been graced with all the elements of the earth and the universe that are around us. Water, earth, fire, air, wood, and metal. I assure you, as I call out all these elements, all these dimensions of your healing palette, you are beginning to piece together all of the activities that you are passionate and excited about that bring you healing. Now, of course, sometimes we need to be reminded what are the benefits of tapping into your own healing palette. Now, of course, there's a very close connection between your emotional and mental health and your physical and spiritual well-being. Restoring balance allows individuals to manage emotions effectively and, of course, foster a positive and resilient mental state. By now, each one of us would know that physical health is not just about the absence of illness, but also the presence of vitality. So restoring your mind, body, spirit complex promotes overall physical wellness, improves your immune function, energy levels, and your overall bodily function. Now, any type of creative activity that you engage in, I am most certain you can agree, this induces a state of flow, which is a focused, immersive state of consciousness. So anytime, whether, and I'm going to show you some examples of things I would have done on my life journey that creates a state of flow for me. And you have to do more activities along your life journey that induces this state. A state of flow is associated with increased mindfulness. It reduces your stress level, and it gives you a sense of being in the present moment or in the now. Now, part of the beauty of a lot of the things that are on your healing palette is that it serves a universal language. There's no additional explanation needed when artists come together, when poets come together, when speakers come together, even when creatives come together. It's a universal language that can communicate shared experiences, shared emotions, and also cultural narratives. Shared connections are very important because they are particularly comforting, healing. They foster a sense of belonging and understanding, and ultimately promotes positive mental health. Now, overall, anything on your healing palette engages the entire person, your mind, your body, your emotions. And of course, by participating and contributing to these activities, you offer unique avenues for self-expression, self-discovery, and cultivation of well-being. Simple activities that you currently do that create a mindful state have a grounding and soothing effect. And also, there are numerous articles and scientific research that shows that engaging in creative activities has positive effects on brain function and has been linked to the release of dopamine, which is a neurotransmitter in the body associated with pleasure and reward. So now this is my photo gallery. Now, whether it's my culture, my personality, my ethnicity, I'm a very domesticated person. I spend a lot of time in the kitchen baking. And of course, part of healing is not just being mindful in baking. It is also sharing the love of a finished product to family members. There's great healing in sharing meals. There's great healing in sharing home-cooked meals as well. So these are some of my creations, my beautiful, lovely creations. Lately, especially through the pandemic, I started to delve into paints, arts, and also I discovered that bookstores are selling more and more adult coloring books, mandala books. So I have bought the books, but to tell you the truth, I have to encourage myself to sit now and colors so that I can have healing through the different colors, whether it's paint, whether it's watercolors, or even color pencils. So this is one modality that I am reactivating from my healing palette. Healing through nature. Lately also, I think this is a very powerful means by which everyone has access to, whether it's right around your living space or even indoor plants are very healing. Sometimes people worry that they are not on an airplane, they are not traveling, they cannot get to a beach, they cannot get to an island. These photos were actually taken on my way to the grocery, to and from running errands on my normal daily routine. I stop for a few minutes to appreciate the clouds, appreciate the colors, and just appreciate the beauty of nature that soothes our human and physical existence. Now, a long time ago, you would see the photo. Well, it would be on my left. I hope it's also on your left. This is me 15 years ago. I got the opportunity to learn classical Indian dance. And I can tell you, I don't know whether it was the flow of the dance or the sound of the dancing bells. And that is a photo of the dancing bells that are wrapped around your ankles. They are called gungaroos. I believe for me, the power of sound was very healing back then. And that is something on my healing palette that I need to reactivate. And of course, over my life journey, I would have learned different types of modalities. I practice Reiki and meditation a lot. So therefore, every day, I practice some form of stillness to honor my physical body. So as I close, I encourage you to activate your healing palette, look back on your life journey, and look back on any activity that you are excited about. Are you following your highest passion? What brings you grounding? And what is really soothing to your soul? So kindly reflect on the following questions. When was the last time you allowed yourself to truly sing from the heart? Can you recall any moments when someone's words inspired and uplifted you? And have you considered the healing power of teaching or even mentoring others through your own life experiences? With respect to body and movement, when last have you embraced the joy of dance, even if it is dancing in your own living room? Have you explored any calming practices or modalities like yoga, meditation, or Tai Chi? And ask yourself, how do you connect with the energy within your body for healing and balance? And lastly, when last did you create or engage in any creative activity like baking, art, gardening, or even pottery? How does the act of creating with your hands contribute to your overall well-being? And lastly, reflect on a recent moment when you felt a sense of freedom while walking or dancing. Can you recall a time when marching for a cause made you feel connected and purposeful? So by all means, I think this is a very deep topic, but of course I'm limited by time. So this is just a spark or examples in order to spark and ignite your own healing palette. Kindly tap into your own healing palette. What brings you joy? What brings you harmony? What brings you calm? Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, my beautiful Akleema. I don't know if you saw my face during your presentation, but my muscles hurt because I was smiling all the way. I absolutely loved and enjoyed your presentation on the healing palette. I love what you said that you are a domesticated person. It means I'm not a domesticated person because I do not like dating. However, I do like dancing, and I sang this morning out loud in my kitchen, not cooking, but cleaning. But I was dancing, so I absolutely loved how you presented it, the color palette, many forms of healing through art, through dancing, through music, through singing. It was a brilliant presentation. And again, I have to fix my face because I was smiling all along the way. So thank you so much, Akleema. I truly appreciate you.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to say, when I was preparing for the presentation, it really gave me a unique perspective how we are all blessed with different things along our life journey that bring us tremendous healing. So even some of the things that I used to do, I'm actually sitting down wondering why I'm not doing it currently and reactivating it in my life journey. So the presentation, preparing it for the audience was extremely healing and empowering to me. And I do hope I inspired others to look at what they have used.
I'm absolutely sure you did. You just reminded me that I actually like coloring, and I have a book like that with adult coloring book. Yes, they are out there. And I'm like halfway through, but I haven't touched it for quite a while. So thank you for reminding me that I really enjoy doing that. Why am I not doing that?
And thank you, Akleema, for reminding us that we possess what is healing. So thank you. I'd like to introduce to our platform our next speaker and a dear, dear friend of mine, Maria Daluz. She hails from Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Maria, a native Cape Cod, Massachusettsian, introduces herself as a divorced mother of two and a proud grandmother of two beautiful girls. With a 35-year career as a dedicated art teacher behind her, Maria has transitioned into a new chapter, now embracing her passion as an independent artist in her retirement. Founder and owner of her own business, she is a graduate of the University of Massachusetts, where she was destined to meet me, Enolia, Foti, because we were roommates. In her spiritual quest, Maria feels a constant connection with a guiding force, sensing its presence throughout her journey. This profound awareness became even more evident several months ago, a pivotal moment that marked the passing of her fiance. Undeterred, Maria continues to navigate life's transitions with resilience, using her artistry to express and explore the depths of her experience, turning pain into poignant pieces that resonate with the human spirit. Maria's presentation is A Rose, the Moon, and a Kiss. I welcome to our platform, Maria Daluz.
Thank you. Thank you, Enolia. It's been wonderful to be a part of this. I've been watching your journey since college. Like, oh, what she's going to do next. My speech is about holding space when someone is in the transition of passing. And this is something that I didn't think I could do or would ever have to do. And John and I met 40 years ago and remained friends, and then reconnected about 3 years ago. And in that journey, we both discovered that we were both very, very spiritual. And it really became evident when he became sick. And we thought he'd just get better. You know, you go to the hospital, you're going to get better. But I sat with a medium, and I had this force of energy that pressed upon my body for about 20 minutes. It was something that I had never experienced. I didn't know what it was. The medium and I just kind of looked at each other like, wow, what was that? And we attributed it to being in a healing, an attunement, but we didn't know what for. So we kind of dabbled with it and talked about it for about a week or so. And then life goes on, and I kind of put it aside. And then I get the phone call about how sick John was. And on the way to the airport, I had an epiphany. I went, oh my gosh, that force of healing was for this moment, to go and to enter this world of healing both of our souls before he passed. And as a culture, we don't talk about death as much. We don't experience it. Everyone else does it. The doctors do it. But I remained with him for over 30 days, day and night. I never really left his side. And that healing, we healed each other because we knew he was passing, and we needed to heal our hearts, because I knew I was about to have not a broken heart, but a really cracked heart. And our experience was absolutely amazing. We talked about spirit. We talked about passing. We talked about the future of myself, the future of him as a spiritual being. He was probably one of the most kindest persons I've ever met in my life, a gentleman beyond belief. He just filled my soul. I hope I don't cry. He just filled my soul with such love and joy that it was a healing just knowing him. And I think I healed him. We had tumultuous relationships before, and our connection just healed ourselves. We believed in love. We believed in that there was more to life than anger and sadness. And we brought out the complete and total joy between us was absolutely amazing. Our synchronicities were constant, just a constant synchronicity of words, of numbers, of actions. We would see things, we would talk about people, and then see something that would remind them, and we just look at each other and go, really? And to the point where we expected to see it. We expected to see those little miracles. We looked for them, and we found them all the time. And during his passion of his passing, during his passing, we really embraced the love that we shared. And for people, we kind of wish that people could see what we were doing. So many people run away from death. They run away from being with that person. They don't know how to handle it, how to talk. And we enjoyed it because that's what we had to do. We had two choices, cry or laugh. And we chose to laugh. And we laughed about the silliest things. We laughed about our entire life. We embraced our strengths and encouraged each other, even as death was coming upon him. How I would thank him for his graciousness and his gratitude that he gave to me, his love that he gave to me, his love for over 40 years, how deeply he cared for me. And for me to give that back to him, and his passing was a joy. It was healing. It felt for me that I had done something so wonderful and so priceless to someone who showed me such priceless love, like such caring and love. And to move him into that realm was just an amazing, amazing experience. As sad as it was beautiful. And to listen to music, our music together, and right to his last breath, I was right there, right when he took his last breath, and I had music playing, and I did a beautiful Tibetan bowl over his body and prayed. I said words I didn't even know I had in my body that just flowed out of me, that just, I didn't know where they came from. My graciousness and patience and kindness was at its ultimate height the whole time. I never got angry. I never lost my temper. I helped other people. I soothed the whole hospital floor with music and sage spray because I wanted his space to be as earthly wonderful as I could. And then as we went home, I really made his space, our space, as loving, and people would walk in and just kind of feel the love that I had in that room as I watched him decline in his passing. And it was just a mostly amazing experience, and it has totally changed my life. I feel him. I know he's here. He's already showed many times, and it's only been about 20-something days since he's passed. But I have seen him in many things that I've done. I feel his presence, and I feel his support. He wanted me to do things like this. This was his thing. He wanted to take on the world and show that an interracial love was a wonderful love, and we could do it, and we could speak and do speaking engagements. And he was just a wonderful being, just a wonderful man. And he was my Theodore. The Adore was his middle name, Theodore, and he was my adoring man. And that healing is absolutely precious. And if anyone has any chance of ever helping someone cross, I think you should do it, even if it's just a couple hours a day. You know, no one can do the 24/7 like I did like that, but the connection and the love it was priceless. I will remember and feel this for the rest of my life. And I feel that he'll be with me no matter what my journey will be. I feel that his healing and helping me to heal is going to be something that will carry me through. And I just so appreciate so much that he gave to me, and I was able to give back. And I think everyone should have a little bit of watching someone go through that It might seem morbid, but man, it just filled my heart with such love and such joy to be able to give back to him the respect and the dignity that he most certainly deserved. And thank you. Thank you. I don't know.
Maria Daluz, your
Yeah.
name, it means light. You know that, right?
I do.
What you did today, I have to acknowledge your courage because you brought light. You showed that what unconditional love means.
Mm,
I have to acknowledge your courage for sharing the story after such a short period of time of transition. You're brave, you're beautiful, Shinkanasara. Remember, he's always with you because we are always one.
yeah.
Okay? It's
Yes.
absolute. You are a wonderful being,
Thank you. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you are a beautiful light, Enolia.
Maria, I want to share to thank you because you shed a different light on crossing over. Many of us, we deal with death and crossing over and going to fear. But what you shared is that how crossing over can heal and that love can be met at another level if we're willing to express it,
Yeah.
accept it,
There was
amplify it.
there was a saying that he said that I want to read, and it said, this is what he sent to me the first time we got back together. It says, "You cannot be too gentle, too kind. Shun even to appear harsh in your treatment of each other. Joy, radiant joy, streams from the face of the one who gives and kindles joys in the heart of the one who receives." That was the first thing he sent me. And that was him. He was kind and most gracious man I've ever met. Just a wonderful person. And it was my honor to cross him over. It really was.
And it was our honor to hear your story. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you for having
Thank
me.
you for having the courage to come.
Oh, yes.
You were
Thank you.
amazing. You are amazing, Maria Daluz. Just breathe in, breathe in. You did amazing.
But I agree, she's a totally brave person. And even in your speaking, there's such love. There's such love in your bravery. And that in itself honors not just the person, but also yourself. Thank you so much. It was a great joy to hear you speak. I honestly loved your presentation so much. Sending you so much love, Maria.
So on that note, we are going to continue on. Thank you again, Maria. At this time, I'd like to introduce Alma Nexhipi. She hails from Albania but lives in the USA. Alma Nexhipi was born in Albania. In 2000, she moved to the USA to complete her studies and lived there for 21 years. Growing up, Alma would receive messages and intuitive hits. She is the first of her generation to actually accept and use her intuitive gifts. In her 30s, Alma experienced an increase in her spiritual awakening. The message she received was that it was time for her to use her abilities to help others. At this period, she devoted her time to further develop these gifts by attending spiritual development courses. By combining her abilities with her various trainings, she has established her own unique system of predictions and healings. So to better help others heal and find enlightenment in their path, she uses Reiki, tongue rin therapy, face reading, birth reading, Chinese medicine, energy clearing, nutrition, Akashic records, medical intuition, and there's more. Her presentation today is Healing and Manifesting Through Channeled Paintings. We welcome to our platform, Alma Nexhipi.
Thank you so very much for having me. And for this presentation today, I would like to open it with a channeled message from the Akashic Records. The Akashic Records is the dimension that is closer to God. It serves like a universal library where everything that has happened is happening and future possibilities are recorded there. And this message is for all humanity. It is a timeless message that you need to hear now. Healing already exists within your individual soul, your individual heart, and it is well within your reach. Your mind has been granted the power to open up the supply of healing abilities that you are born with and to send this energy to anywhere may be needed in your body, to each and every organ and the space in between, to allow this energy to heal your body, to heal your thoughts, your energy field, to heal any illness, pain, or discomfort. Every human being simply has been given the free will to choose. You choose to allow this internal healing energy that you are born with. You choose to give it permission to act as the catalyst for your emotional, physical, and energetic healing. Never underestimate the power of what your soul can do for your physical body. You are more powerful than you believe you can be. And the reason why the Akashic Records told me this message is because many of us, we need to hear this message now. In my own personal experience, when inspiration strikes, it feels like an energy that moves. It feels like a story that needs to be told. This could be a feeling that I need to express. There's a story in that feeling. So it can be my story. It could be somebody else's story that I am observing. It could be the story of an object that calls me. Okay. Or it could be the story of a dream, or I could be channeling an image from one of my meditations of what the Akashic Records are showing me. So this inspiration, this story has chosen me. I didn't choose it. It chose me, and it chose me as a channel so that I can put that either in a painting, into words, into a novel, or maybe into music, or maybe I just move my hips along and dance. I love dancing and I love putting on makeup. I find it very healing. So I believe that each and everybody is born a healer. We all have healing abilities for ourselves and also for others. You could set an intention, okay? And then you can use the ancient Reiki symbols and let the universe bring that to you, what you are trying to manifest. Because in the manifestation process, it is not your job to figure out how it's going to get to you. You just attract it to you. It's not up to you to figure out the details, the ins and outs of it. In the healing and manifestation process, you have to emphasize the word now, the present time. I am ready now. And I learned this in Reiki, in various different courses that I took, in medical intuition as well. Many authors have written about it through the years, like John Randolph Price is a good one. So God, universe, works in the now. The universe will act based on each and every word we say, and the words won't get a figure of speech. Okay, the universe in the manifestation process will take everything we're saying literal, in the literal meaning. So when we eat food, you heal through nutrition. When we eat food, food works in the now, right? Right now I'm eating. Right now I'm drinking coffee. The body gets that fuel when you eat right away. So manifesting and healing works in the now. When I use energy clearing, I'm clearing the energy now. It works in the now. Or if I'm using Tonren, which is tapping the acupressure points, when you are creating something, it works in the now, right? The difference between healing and manifesting. With healing, You can always go back in the past, in the present, or in the future to heal something, okay? Or to prepare the energy for something to happen, because time is fluid, okay? You could be using different modalities. Okay, you may be working with a therapist about your childhood trauma. You may be working with a Reiki practitioner to heal your PTSD. So again, you get a glimpse of the past, the present, and the future. But in the manifestation process, it's all about the present time. You put the intention out there now to emphasize now. I am meeting helpful people now. I am now attracting abundance and prosperity in my life. I am now happy and healthy. I am now experiencing an increase in my finances. So whether you are healing somebody, whether you are the one being healed, or if you're doing your morning rituals, your manifestation process, your prayers, it doesn't matter what you do, you get to that point where you feel like you lose sense of time, okay? Maybe you are doing what you are doing for an hour, but it feels like 1 minute has gone by, or you just don't have a sense of how much has been going by. So you get to this timeless space, and that's where you need to be to manifest. So whether it's healing or manifesting, it all comes from the same place, from the same source. And the vehicle through which it gets to you, it is from a place of absolute love and gratitude. That's what fuels manifestation and healing. In order to manifest, yes, we do have to go through some process of healing so that our individual mind can reach the universal mind. Once we reach the universal mind, that manifestation is open because it is your birthright to manifest anything that you desire. Okay, to manifest all of the money that you need, all of the good health, prosperity, marriage, love, and everything else. But it's not going to work unless we do some inner work. Okay, for somebody it could be aligning your chakras. For other people it could be maybe going through forgiveness. So we all have to do some sort of a healing process so that we get to align our individual mind with the universal mind, and then you get to tap into the universal energy. So basically it's all about learning how you can put out there your soul's signature. Okay, so this is something that the Akashic records showed me. And when I paint, everything that I experience when I channel the painting, it's transmitted into the painting. So this is about aligning the mind, the pineal gland, the heart center, and the belly button. So aligning the three brains, the three chakras, this way, and then you fuel your body with a sparkle of the diamonds, the sparkle of the stars, purifying violet flames, so that this way the light of your soul, it becomes the brightest light that can be, that you can see it across universes, across dimensions, across galaxies. You set an intention. When you put your heart, your fire inside of you becomes bigger and bigger. You send it out there into the universe to be the most powerful light there can be. You set an intention, and then you bring it back to yourself. You always bring it back to yourself, okay? Bend to the same chakras where it began. So that's how you leave your soul signature out there. And you get to do this a few times. So when I personally do this, my energy level is so high. So I try to do it in the morning and not before I go to bed. Otherwise, I end up staying up very late. Okay, this is another painting where they showed me, this is how I see the energy grid. It has a rhythm. You know, some of them go spiral, but at the same time, it feels like it's moving. And honestly, at some point when they showed me this, it felt like fireworks. So, and they tell me what specific colors to use. Okay, so they tell me put out these colors, and then I focus on a certain feeling, and I never know if they're going to make me paint the pyramids, or they're going to make me paint an apple. I never know what it's going to be. This is Aurora Borealis, okay? And I was told that in those parts of the planet when we can see it, and this is from Norway. So I was in my mind taken in Norway and painted this. Those are the zones where the manifestation is very powerful. All you have to be in the area to observe the Aurora Borealis and just say your intention. So this is what I was shown. So it feels like something is shooting up and down. Earth is connecting to the universe in those points. So this is something to manifest love. Okay, I do have a few versions of these paintings, this image in different proportion and different colors, because my clients requested so much. So somebody wanted to heal a family issue and love. And when I opened her records and we decided what we're going to do, the Akashic Records told me to channel this for that client. Somebody else used this to manifest love or to purchase a new house, because you never know. So even though it depicts a loving couple in the park, one of my clients purchased it with the intention to purchase a house. It took her a year, okay, but she finally purchased her ideal house. I don't know how much time we have, but I wanted to show you some of the paintings that I did. So I'm going to share my screen with you. So this is the secret of the emerald tablet. This is the tree of life, as I was shown to paint this. This is female power, female sexuality. Okay, this is more so about the knowledge. Okay, for some reason, the apple represents the knowledge. This is nature is listening. Like if you pay attention, you can see faces. This is to represent, to honor mothers and teachers. That's the mimosa flower. This is just two loving birds. Okay, this is what I channeled for a client, the guardian of the golden egg. This is to deal or to heal with addiction issues, like a mystical power. This is how they see Earth from above with love. Okay, so this is the emerald tablet going on again. This is just a channel love. Okay, this is a city by the sea, but I was taken in my mind to in a place in Italy. This is to honor the loved ones who have crossed over. Okay, this is an angel, and that's how I saw the angel. It felt like very feminine. This is something that I did for fun, but even when you paint for fun, there's always some energy that shifts. And this is Alice in Wonderland that I did for my 5-year-old twin nieces. Okay. So I don't know how much more time we have. I always find it interesting that if I'm crying during a painting, I would get comments from followers that, oh my God, the painting is beautiful, but I can tell that you cried or you laughed when you did this. And it still puzzles me, because like, how can you get that from just looking at a painting of an apple? Okay, but I do find it fascinating. So when I paint, I don't know whether it's spirit that goes through me and moves my hand, or is the source, or it could be a combination of things. But at the beginning, I had a little bit trouble to put my name on the painting because I didn't feel I was painting. Okay, and then I get very hot when I paint. Like sometimes I have to take my clothes off, and the longer I stay up painting, the harder it gets. So I always try to paint in the morning when the light is good, but it never works that way. It's always like late at night. And I feel that not only it fills me up with some energy, it makes me, like I was coping with grief when this whole painting process started. I am also a psychic medium, but there's something about painting that is an expression of me. And the way how I look at it, I always try to find a good home for my paintings. Sometimes if I'm doing other stuff, I hear this little voice like ordering me, stop now. I sit, I take the canvas out and the colors, and they're like, you're painting something and it needs to go to this woman in this beauty salon. And I'm like, is this my imagination? So I start painting, I take pictures of it, I post it on my social media. And sure enough, if I have 2 or 3 people contacting me because they're interested in the painting, one of them is a lady who works in a hair salon, or she owns the hair salon.
Thank
So
you.
I thank you. So I feel like it's this energy that connects all of us.
That's beautiful, Alma. Thank you
Thank
so,
you
so,
very
so
much.
much. Thank you for sharing that with us. That a couple of things, actually, the whole presentation I love. I love that you said that the time is not, I mean, time is not linear. And thank you for
Yeah.
sharing that. It's fluid. I agree with you. We know that, okay? You talked about always talking in the present moment, now, now, now. So thank you for sharing that. And I invite every one of you, if you are listening now, watching this later, or yes, whenever you talk, whenever you ask, whatever you say it in the now and say that you already have it in the now. I absolutely agree with you. Um, your paintings are beautiful. And yes,
Thank
feel
you.
free to put your name there because you are the channel. Okay.
Thank you.
You are the channel, put your names.
And
And
you're like, yeah, some of them don't have my name at all in here. Like, yeah, I have to go back in some of them and put my name.
yes,
Yeah,
because you
thank
are
you.
the channel, you are the one who bring them in 3D. So be proud of it. Thank you so much for sharing
Thank
that.
you so much for having me. It was a joy speaking at this conference.
And thank you so much for sharing your work. Your work is beautiful.
Thank you.